So, as more people come in for this very, very, very impromptu live, just wanted to check in, catch our YouTube folks up on what's going on with the final season of Love Undone, and provide some updates. And of course, if you happen to catch this after, a recap of where we've sort of started, where we are now, what you can expect in the future for the final season of Love Undone. Um, I'll wait for a few more folks to come in and then I will start with sort of where we started, where we are now, and where we can expect things to go in the future for our final season of Love Undone. For those of you who do not know who I am Joseph. I'm the creator of Love Undone. I also write and direct and produce this series as well. Along with a host of other amazing writers and directors and a full creative team, and incredible actors that bring this show to life. So if you don't know where things have sort of started, back in March, we announced that we were coming back for a third and final season. So the show will be coming back and it will be our last season. So 8 more episodes to sort of close out the chapter, and all of the characters that we've sort of explored in the first 2 seasons. So we announced not only that it was the final season, but we also announced our crowdfunding campaign for our final season in order to assist with production costs. For those of you who don't know what it takes to produce a web series, we have to pay our cast, our crew. We have to feed our cast and our crew. Insurance. For those of you who watch the show, you know that we film in a school, which requires that your production has insurance. So we do have to have insurance for certain locations that we film in, especially this season as we add on 2 new locations. That also goes to other production costs. So renting the school, we do not film at the school for free, and as well as Lynn Studios, so the conference room and the conference space that we film in, we also have to pay for, in addition to some 2 other ones that I don't want to kind of give away as well. We also rely heavily on a lot of our supporters who will donate their homes to us, which we're so grateful for to be able to get our show done. But essentially, as seasons go on, you want to grow creatively. You want to keep the audience that you've built satisfied, not only with the story, but with the production quality and value. So for us, that also increases the budget. So for our third and final season, we did announce our crowdfunding campaign back in March, and it's been going strong for close to 6 months now. So thank you to everybody who's already supported the final season of Love Undone, whether you've contributed to our campaign or whether you've shared or told somebody about the show who then donated. All the support has been greatly appreciated. So I want to start there. We set a goal, and we are now 2 days away from our crowdfunding deadline, which is October 1st. And we still have, I think as of 20 minutes ago, $1,415 to raise to meet our goal. And the moment we hit that goal, the moment that we reach that goal, we will go into pre-production. So we've already wrote the final season. All eight episodes have been written. The next step is to go into pre-production, which includes, planning for the season, starting casting, which I am very excited about because there are a lot of new characters that we're excited to bring in this final season. So with casting, scheduling. Then comes the table read, which is also another exciting thing, which I'll stop there because actually yesterday we announced that the next 10 folks who donate to our campaign for our final season will get an invitation to our table read Q&A. So you won't get to see the actual table read because we want you to be surprised when you watch the season. However, after the table read, there'll be sort of like a segment for actors, writers normally come to the table read. If you want to ask questions, you will be invited to that portion. So that's another thing. We already had one person who donated and took advantage of that. So we have 9 spots left. So if you want to come to our table read and ask our actors and the writers any questions, this is your opportunity. There is no amount tied to that, right? So if you want to give $5, $10, whatever you have to give to support our final season, you automatically will get an invitation to that table read Q&A. And then after pre-production, so after we've discussed all production details, we have our crew back in place. We've casted the show. We've cast the show, and we have our actors. We've done the table read. Then we do our filming schedule, right? So we normally have 15 filming days. That will not change this season. We prep those filming days. We get actors availability, and then we start putting out our film schedule, right? So after we put our film schedule, then it's real. Then you show up on set, everybody's ready to go, your cast, your crew, and then you film the season. So we don't film 15 days in a row. We film on weekends. If you don't know, we have casts sort of from everywhere. Most of our cast is from Boston, but we also have, I'm just going to put my phone on silent. We also have actors who join us from Connecticut, from New York, all parts of New York, actually. So it's pretty exciting when everybody comes together. We film the season, and then of course it comes to you. So what the timeline sort of looks like, so as I mentioned, on October 1st, which is our fundraising deadline, as soon as we hit our goal, we go straight into pre-production. That will sort of last through the end of December, and then we're hoping that in January we'll be able to start to put the pieces together, right, with the table read, getting filming days and schedule. And then hopefully our plan is by the summer of 2025, we'll film the show and get it to you in the fall of 2025. That's the goal. That's all dependent on, what our crowdfunding campaign looks like. So this is sort of me just coming to you all to let you know what you can expect in terms of a timeline. I know it's been, well, you probably don't know this, but it's been 2 years since we filmed, but it's going to be 2 years in March since the show aired its last episode. So I know how many of you have been asking for a final season and want to see a final season. We want to give you a final season. So again, if you have to give, there will be a link in this description, but on any of our social media pages or on our YouTube page, we've been promoting this since March. You can find the link, and whatever you have to give, we will appreciate to our final season, so that we can get production started and bring the show to you as soon as possible. So again, the next 9 people who donate to our campaign at any amount will be invited to our table read Q&A. And October 1st is our fundraising deadline. So if you have to give, please consider giving today or help us spread the word, whether it's telling somebody about the show or telling somebody about our campaign to support it further that way. I do want to say thank you to every single person who has supported our show before the crowdfunding campaign, whether you've commented on an episode, whether you told us how much you love the show, what characters you love, what characters you hate, what characters you want to see more from. Thank you for being so invested in our show. And thank you for supporting us along the way for the first 2 seasons. We are so excited to bring you the final season and can't wait to bring it to you soon. So thank you for those who are watching this now and who will watch this after later today or tomorrow. Love Undone, our crowdfunding deadline is October 1st, so that's on Tuesday. We are $1,415 away from our goal, and as soon as we hit that goal, we hit the ground running to get our final season started for you. So thank you so much for the support and for your consideration, and I hope that we will earn your support for our final season. Thank you so very much for the support. And again, tell folks about the show, tell folks about Love Undone, the first 2 seasons, and that the final season is on the way.